What is up, y'all? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in the building. This time, honey, I am back for part 2 of the conversation between Boyce Watkins and Monique and Sidney Hicks, where they are discussing Oprah, Gayle, and Snoop. So let's get on with that. And I will be in and out with my commentary.
Hello, everybody. I'm speaking with Academy Award-winning actress Monique and her husband Sidney Hicks. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to do some word association with you real quick before we let you get back to your busy schedule. I'm going to throw out some names, and I would like for you to tell me what comes to mind. What are the first words that come to mind when I throw these names out? So I'm going to start with the easiest one. Oprah Winfrey.
Where's Snoop? No. Okay. Fraudulent.
Fraudulent. Wow.
You said disconnected. Okay. That's a better word. Disconnected.
And really quickly, you all, I had read one of the comments and it was kind of confusing what the person was saying, but the person basically was getting on me for, I guess, not hating Oprah and Gayle. You all, I don't need to hate anybody. I don't hate anybody, okay? I don't hate my mother. I don't hate my father. You all hear me time and time again. I will tell you, I dislike what people do and I will call them out on it. But hate is a strong word and it is a strong emotion, and I don't feel that way towards anybody because I just feel like nobody deserves my hate. That is a lot of energy that I am not willing to put out into the universe. So I don't need to hate Oprah. Oprah has did some good for my life. She ain't wrote me no damn check. And Oprah, at this point, you could write a check, shit. But she did introduce me to my spiritual teachers on her network. So she did do some good for my life. I'm not going to take that from her. But I'm also not going to hate on Gayle, either. I don't need to hate them. I can dislike what they are doing and have a big conversation about what they are doing to the black community, to black men, and to black women. So that is what this is about. This is not about me getting all in my damn feelings and hating people, because to me, nobody deserves that from me. Nobody is going to get that much energy from me because I don't give a damn about them like that. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a waste of my time. And as somebody that is spiritual, I am able to maintain my awareness of the situation and not get caught up in emotion and just speak intellectually about what I see. Okay, so that is what it's about. It's the same thing with Michael Jackson. They tried to make him a child molester, but everybody still plays Michael Jackson's music. Same thing with R. Kelly. We know what he did was wrong, but some people still play his music. Do I have an issue with it? No. The man did create some good music. We all can agree with that. We don't like what he did as far as the children is concerned. That's what we don't like. Okay, same thing with Kobe Bryant, wonderful basketball player. Did Kobe make mistakes? Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that people didn't like some of those mistakes. But I, for one, I'm not going to accuse him of being a damn rapist when they dismissed the damn case. Same thing with Bill Cosby. They tried to demonize Bill Cosby. We all know the good that Bill Cosby has did for the HBCUs of the world. We know what he has did, basically for the black community by even just having shows like The Cosby Show, where we saw a father that was a doctor, a mother that was a lawyer. That did a lot, you all. I don't give a damn what anybody has to say. That did a lot for the Black community, especially people like myself that grew up without a father in the home. Okay? He also made a difference with Different World. I've spoken on that before. Different World affected people in a way where if they didn't want to go to college before, they saw Different World and they saw all the opportunities that those kids had on that show. And it was just like, you know what? I may want to go to college now, because it looks fun. It looks like I'm going to figure out who I am, what I want to do. I may find the person I want to marry. They cover all of that on Different World. And Bill Cosby, at that time, he was big. He made all of that happen. He covered all of those bases. So at the end of the day, he has this situation with these women where they're accusing him of this, that, and the third, but that does not take away from the good that he has did. Okay? It just doesn't. My child, like I said, is still going to watch The Cosby Show. She's going to watch Different World. Hell, we going to have a marathon. Because I know the good that it can do for her life. It's going to help her. It's going to help heal those broken areas in her life.
Okay, fraudulent, disconnected. Okay, Gayle King.
In the words of Barney Rubble, ditto, Fred, ditto. Same thing.
Same thing. So when I say Oprah and Gayle, it's almost like talking about the same person to you, or do you see a difference between the two?
No, I don't. If you close your eyes, Boyce, and you listen to them talk, you can't tell which one is talking.
Yeah.
Just close your eyes and listen. You can't tell which one is doing the talking. So I believe, yes, for me, same.
Interesting. Okay. Russell Simmons.
Damn, Monique, that's a long pause. What you got to say about Russell Simmons?
Creator.
Okay. Snoop Dogg.
True.
The truth, baby.
All right. Jada Pinkett Smith.
Baltimore.
Okay. So, so I want to ask you this question. What do you feel when you go back to Gayle's statements about Kobe Bryant, you go back to Oprah's decision to interview the accusers of Russell, or was it Gayle? Sorry, Gayle interviewed. Wait, I get it mixed up. Oh, that's right. Oprah was signed on with that documentary about that featured Russell's accusers. Gayle has done what she's done, and then you had Oprah's whole thing with Michael Jackson. What do you feel they have to gain by doing what they've done? Going after black men who are dead, interviewing the accusers without actually speaking to the accused. What do they gain from doing this? What's happening there?
If I may speak on something, and that'll get addressed as well, but to show you how devalued, for me, the black woman is, Oprah Winfrey's gone after black women too. But we never bring up how she did Toni Braxton on her show. Yep. We never speak about those interviews where you say, wait a minute, sister, why aren't you interviewing this singer or that singer? So we never speak about why she didn't have a relationship with Whoopi Goldberg for 25 years. And then when they actually sit down, now it's this whole show. I didn't know why you was mad, and I didn't know why you was mad. Well, Whoopi told me why. They had a situation.
On the Oprah Winfrey Show in March of '98.
Please welcome Toni Braxton.
She's so freaking mean to me. I was in shock.
Do you take responsibility for the situation that you're in right now?
100%.
100%.
100%. I couldn't believe it because I loved her so much. I admired her and looked up to her. And she pretty much reprimanded me
I read that you were upset about stories that your overspending caused this.
She says to me, I hear you have Gucci flatware. I'm Oprah Winfrey and I don't have Gucci flatware.
First of all, I didn't know Gucci made silverware.
You ain't got Gucci flatware because you didn't want to buy it. It's not because you couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? And immediately, she made me feel this big. This big. That moment completely changed my career. It made people look down on me.
So y'all just heard what Toni Braxton had to say. You know, she basically demonized Toni Braxton for buying the Gucci flatware. That's her money. Celebrities buy name brand things all the time. That's part of being a celebrity and the image. You know, ain't nobody go get some money and be so humble about it. Yes, you should, you know, be in control of your spending, but hell, it's Toni Braxton. She go splurge. She go get her some red bottoms, a nice house, a nice car. You think she ain't go get those things? You know? So to me, Oprah had no empathy for her. And we all know that Toni Braxton has lupus and has always had I think she has some heart issues as well. You know, she has always had health problems, which caused her to be in and out of the hospital. It's not like she's a celebrity that doesn't want to work. It's just sometimes she can't due to her failing health and being in a hospital, you know, for such a long amount of time, and you know she can't work and pay her bills and you know pay all her staff, and you know Oprah didn't get involved with all of that. It was just like, well, you got to take responsibility, you know. And just because somebody has storms in their life, it doesn't mean that they didn't take responsibility. It's just you can't always control what life throws at you. Okay, we all have plans. We all have things that we want to do, but sometimes things in life may slow us down, like an illness, like a lack of hours at your job. You didn't ask for that. Do you see what I'm saying? But that is the circumstances that are bestowed upon you, and you have to maneuver and navigate out of those things. So yeah, Oprah, in my opinion, she was heartless. She wasn't paying attention to the whole situation. She just wanted to make her point. And one thing I will point out, and maybe one day I'll do a video on it. Oprah cuts off her guests when she interviews, which is some of the rudest shit that I have ever seen. She done had so many guests on that Super Soul Sunday show, and I enjoy, you know, those interviews, because sometimes I may like the celebrity or spiritual teacher that she interviews, but I don't know who all watches the OWN channel. Maybe you know what I'm talking about, but I really got to do a video on it one day. But Oprah be cutting them off just so she can talk. It's just like, girl, they are the guests. We want to hear what they got to say. But see, that's a part of her wanting to be right all the time, wanting to get the last word, you know? She'll say in a minute, oh, well, tweet. What she say when somebody on the show, they say something that she like, ooh, that's a tweetable moment. Be quiet. I got to get that out. See, you know, she wants to be first, you know, and she wants to be last.
So far, she didn't have a relationship with Whoopi Goldberg for 25 years. And then when they actually sit down, now it's this whole show. I didn't know why you was mad, and I didn't know why you was mad. Well, Whoopi told me why they had a situation. Okay? When you know that Oprah Winfrey had a problem with Iyanla Vanzant.
Yeah.
But then you see Iyanla Vanzant after years apologize to Oprah Winfrey. Well, I happen to have an understanding of that situation. Iyanla didn't owe her no apology. So when you just say these black men, well, they are black women too, that she's affected their careers. But because the value is so not there, boys, it's not even brought up. And it wasn't brought up until it was with our brother Michael and our brother Russell and now our brother Kobe, and which it should be, but we get so overlooked.
Yep.
That we're just now speaking about the demonization of our black men with this woman. She's done the same thing to black women.
So do you think she has an issue with black people just in general? What do you think's really happening there?
You take it, Daddy.
I think
Y'all hear her, how she be calling him daddy.
when you see the interview that she did with Barbara Walters, when she said that when she was asked, growing up, did you want to be white? And she said, yes, I did. I wanted to be white growing up. And I know I'm going to have some kickback from some of the black groups out there. As if she's not black. But again,
Did y'all just catch what he said? I know I'm going to get some kickback from the black groups as if you're not one of us. See, they get all this green money and they forget that they skin is black too. Okay, and to somebody, Oprah is just another nigga with some money. Period. Her and Gayle, they ain't no better than nobody.
is old becomes new again, because to me it's just a reenactment of the Meritorious Manumissions Act of 1710, where when you were black, you had 3 ways to get your freedom. You saved the master's life, you created an invention for the master to get rich off of, and you snitch on the black slaves such as yourself who were looking to go against the master. Somebody could say she's done all 3. Okay. She saved lives in the sense of she's made people rich with the invention of the Oprah Winfrey Show.
What did I just tell y'all? Oprah has did some good, but we gotta call her out for the bad that she's did, and we gotta have these conversations. But like I said, we don't need to hate. That's giving them, the oppressor, too much energy. We just need to have these conversations.
And to go and say the things that she said in reference to the people of color. And again, what's interesting is when Michael Jackson is acquitted, but you're being retried in the court
of public opinion.
Why are you retrying a man that was acquitted and he was judged by a jury, if I'm not mistaken, of all white people who said we were surprised with how little evidence that they actually had against him?
Because Michael Jackson couldn't go down as being a black man in history that was just the best that ever did it. Like Michael Jackson, you all, I was listening to him, I think sometime last week, and I had my little favorite Michael Jackson joints that I listened to, and I was like, wow, the talent. Like, we're never gonna get that again. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, Beyonce is him reincarnated. Beyonce will never be on Michael Jackson's level. Beyonce is Beyonce, okay? She has did so good with staying in her lane and being who she is. You know, people can, imitate, emulate, whatever you want to call it, but there will only be one Michael Jackson. There will only be one Michael Jordan. There will only be one Kobe Bryant. There will only be one Martin Luther King, one Tupac, okay, one Malcolm X. There will only be one. Period. But what I realize is if any of these people end up in a situation where they are accused of something, we forget all the good that they did. We forget, and then they could get accused of it, and the case can be dismissed, dropped, acquitted, whatever you want to call it, okay? We still, and I'm not talking about me, but I'm talking about the people like Oprah and Gayle. It's like, oh, I gotta, dim his light because his light is shining too bright. He can't be just known like Kobe. He can't just be known as a great basketball player, as a great father. Like, to the end of his days, you all, he was dedicated to getting that girl to practice. When we gonna have a conversation about that? And he wanted to get there as quick as possible. That's why he was in that helicopter. They don't want to remember that. They want to go into, because Gayle could have mentioned that in the interview and she never did. You want to know why? Because it wasn't the intention. When you live your life, start paying attention to people's intentions. Everybody, I don't care who they are, how much money they got. I don't care how many followers and subscribers they got on YouTube. Everybody has a agenda and an intention. And it's up to you to figure out what that is, and does it rock with your intention? Does it rock with your agenda?
So we couldn't convict him. But now you're riding with individuals that in one breath they said he didn't do it.
Yep.
But in the next breath they said that he did. So it's all.
And really quickly on Michael Jackson, do you think that Oprah would have did what she did and got with them accusers if he was alive? No. It's the simple fact that he's dead. So, now I can sneak and go do it. I don't have to honor him, in friendship, because she considered Michael Jackson a friend of hers all up until he died. Do you see what I'm saying? And still, and one thing I want to mention really quickly is Whitney Houston. I'm currently reading the book, The Lady Robin. That had a relationship with Whitney, that was her good friend. One thing that I respect about Robin, I believe her name is Robin Crawford. One thing I respect about that woman is all throughout that book, she has such a respect for Whitney. She didn't just come out to give you some salacious story of what took place in the 80s and in the 90s. And, she didn't do that. That book, in my opinion, was done with a lot of class, a lot of elegance, a lot of reverence, a lot of respect for Whitney's family. Yeah, she told the truth, and certain people in the book may not look so good, but we already knew about those people. We already know how Sissy Houston is. We already know about the demons that come with Bobby Brown. Do we hate Bobby Brown? No, I don't think anybody hates Bobby Brown, because we already know he's not the one that got Whitney on them drugs. Whitney was using before she met Bobby. And Robin states that in her book. And I plan on doing a video on that once I'm done with the book. But what I'm saying, you all, is these type of things can be done with class. And Oprah pretty much chose not to have any class or any reverence for her friend that has passed away. She had no reverence for Russell Simmons. None. And he was on her show, Super Soul Sunday, doing his yoga and meditation. And Russell has changed his life. So we're sending out a message of, the stuff you did back in the day. And, they're trying to get him on some accusations as well. And Russell admitted to being a playboy. But Russell can't change his life. Russell said he didn't rape nobody. He ain't on trial. They didn't convict Harvey Weinstein. They didn't convicted him. And he should have been convicted, because there was just way too much going on with that situation. Way too much. And somebody did a video saying, well, nobody's talking about how they got Harvey Weinstein, everybody, and it's just like, a lot of people are not talking about it, because this is why. Oprah and Gayle, they're not talking about it. Okay? And then for Harvey Weinstein, there are so many other white men that are being accused. When they go get convicted. Okay, besides Harvey, you got one. When are all these other white men gonna get convicted? So, see, I see people once again trying to flip the narrative. Oh, well, they got Harvey now. Y'all need to be quiet now. When the hell is Oprah gonna come out with a documentary on her good friend Harvey? When is Gayle gonna mention him all on CBS? And, when are they really going to tell the truth about Harvey and how horrible he is and how his accuser said this, that, and the third? This man is alive. Gayle came for Kobe in death. Oprah came for Michael in death. Okay? Are we seeing a POB, a pattern of behavior? Now there's some accusations going around, I believe allegedly, about Rick James. Rick James is dead. So what, do you see what I'm saying about this damn Me Too movement? They need to restructure this shit or shut the shit down, because I feel like it's stupid. What the hell can a dead man do for you? You want that money. You don't give a damn that you was raped, and you want everybody else to care, and you reporting the shit 20 and 30 years later? You know how many of us women have been touched, have been molested? We can't go put these people out on Front Street. We ain't gonna get shit out of it, but maybe a few hugs. We ain't getting no checks. So all of that Me Too movement shit is about money. I said it. And I told y'all, this is the channel of unpopular opinion. That shit goes hand in hand with money. That ain't just about these women telling they damn stories. They want to get paid. Who the hell, like I told you on my other videos, who logically waits 10, 20 years to tell you somebody raped them? I sat up and listened to Russell Simmons' accusers. Okay? Set up, list, and looked at all of them and looked at them like, why the hell you wait so damn long? Well, now we feel comfortable. No, now you want some damn money. Let's have that conversation. I got sympathy for the woman that's molested and raped and don't give a damn about Russell Simmons' name or any of these other men's name, and they report the shit when it happens. Not 10, 20, 30 years because you looking for some attention, you looking for some publicity, you looking for money. That's a whole nother conversation, you guys, for another day. I'm sick of that.
Almost without, and we gotta love our sister through, in the sense of sometimes folks know not really what they do. She not doing it to be mean. She not doing it to be messed up. It's called survival.
Yep. And they trying to, Oprah and Gayle are trying to survive. They don't care who they take down, while they do what they do. And I told you, they serve the same master as Harvey Weinstein. So he wasn't a target. When you don't serve the same master as somebody, you gonna be the target. Because most of them big people up in Hollywood, Harvey Weinstein, he knows those people. Okay? He didn't probably introduce Oprah and Gayle to them. They ain't gonna bite the hand that feed them. They'll be a damn fool. And like Oprah said, you heard out of her own mouth, I can't be shut down by a Russell Simmons. Who is he? She pretty much said it like that. Who is this black man that, created Fat Farm and, got Def Jam started? Who is he? Threw the black man's accomplishments out the window. We all know Russell did so much for the hip hop culture. We all know Bill Cosby did so much for the black community and black colleges. But no, we want to throw them away once we hear some accusations. We want to throw Cosby in jail once he gets old as hell. Yeah, we'll throw him in jail. That don't make no sense. Meanwhile, the lady that set up the whole Emmett Till situation is still alive. Where this bitch jail cell at? Wake up.
Sometimes when you are a person of color and you are looked at in high esteem, especially by whites, there almost seems to be a feeling as if she wants to be the only one.
Yeah.
Which makes sense as to why she had an issue with Whoopi Goldberg, who won an Academy Award in the same, and they were in what?
Color Purple?
The Color Purple.
Together,
so,
yep.
Here's another black woman who you're going to bring her family on after she won the Academy Award, but you just said you were bringing her brother on. Here's another black woman who you're watching her take a hit, and they say she's difficult, but she has no contractual obligation to do anything for Lionsgate.
And he talking about Monique, you all.
Her deal was with Lee Daniels Entertainment.
Exactly.
But you just said when you see something, say something, but you...
And they're mad at Monique because Monique said what? 2 letters that a lot of people don't want to hear. A lot of these jobs, come on, y'all, come on, let's go somewhere else with this conversation. A lot of these jobs, they don't like when you put that N and that O together. Okay? It's out in the world. This ain't just about Oprah, Lee Daniels, Monique, Gayle, whatever. It's all a machine. This is happening in real life. When you tell people no, and she told them they wanted her to promote that movie Precious for free. And she got to telling people, well, no, and the only way I could come is if you put my family up, because this is my time I spend with my family. And then you had so many people saying, well, this is the opportunity of a lifetime and you got to do what you got to do for your career. And this is just part of the game. And she didn't even get a lot of money for doing Precious. And it got her an Oscar. But she still is a mother. She still is a wife. Oprah don't understand that. Oprah chose not to be Stedman's wife. Oprah chose not to have children. So she can never understand Monique's plight because she ain't in her position. And that's the same thing, you all, with a lot of these women that I called out on my other video. Okay? A lot of these women are sitting up here on YouTube promoting marriage and the bitch ain't married. I'm serious. I can't make these things up. You got a woman on YouTube right now telling y'all to get married and she ain't been married. Telling you that you ain't really secure in the bag unless you get married. As if being married fixes everything. We all know that as quick as you can get married, you can get divorced. You can end right where that single mother is that you made fun of the other day. Okay, I done seen so many people do that. I told y'all the story of my so-called ex-best friend that thought she was better than me. She really did. And sat up and looked me dead in the face and said, my parents were married when they got together and your parents wasn't. And the bitch still ended up where I was in life. Still ended up with a single parent that she got to take care of. Okay? So stop with the whole, and it's okay to have the intentions of wanting to be married. I'm not taking that from nobody. Wanting to get married, having the intentions of marriage, that's fine. Yes, there are many benefits to marriage, but understand this. You are human. Life still happens. That man can still cheat on you. The shit can still not work out. Somebody can die. Anything can happen. And you gonna be right back where? You're going to be right back with all the people that you judged and you looked down upon because you sat up here and said, well, they didn't secure the bag. They didn't run and get married. And, you know, they should have did this. And see, we got all these rules about what other people should do. And when we look at our own lives, we don't even reflect what we telling other people to do. That's why I told y'all I don't promote marriage on my channel. I don't care what you do. Only you can do what you feel is right for you. And I don't know y'all like that. I know of y'all from y'all supporting my channel, but I don't know you as a human being. I don't know, and I'm going to say this. I was always told by other people to get married. To do this, to do that. Oh, you should have this amount of children. And then I got out in the world and life humbled me and I realized I didn't want certain things that other people told me I needed. You got to do what's right for you, not what's popular, not what looks good on paper, because guess what? Only you know what's right for you. Only you can live your truth. Whether that's being gay, straight, trans, whatever the hell you want to do, you feel like that's right for you, you do you. And really quickly on the Dwayne Wade situation, because a lot of people was talking about that and wanted my opinion on that. I don't think they should make the little boy a girl. He don't know if he coming or going. He's a kid. They just sensationalized all that shit. Wade and Gabrielle all in the media with that shit. You got white actresses, and I know y'all have seen it, where they're adopting these black boys and making them girls. Okay, we got to look at all of that and just find the irony in all of that. But yeah, I don't think no child should decide what gender they want to be at 12. You decide all of that at 18 when your ass is about to be up out the house. Because then you go, no, is you gay? Maybe the little boy is gay. And then I heard they may allegedly cut his thing off and give him cootie cat or whatever. Y'all excuse the terms that I'm using, honey, but hell, that's what it is though. I'm just saying. But I just feel like those type of decisions logically, and Boosie spoke out on that, and I agree with Boosie. Why are you doing all of that? And I don't think it's just about his son, you all. I think it's about the attention. It's a new trend. Okay. It's popular. Wade wouldn't have did that shit back in the 90s. Come on. He paid attention to where we was at in the world. And a lot of these kids are transgender. And, I'm not in agreement with it. I'm not in agreement with people being transgender. That's fine. But I feel like it's a decision that should be made at 18. When you're grown, when you have fully, came into your own and experienced life. And even then, sometimes you don't know if you coming or going. I didn't have all my eggs in a row, all my ducks in a row when I was 18. I still have some growing and learning to do. So who really knows what that age is? But just logically looking at the situation from the outside, he should have waited till that child was 18. I feel that. I just feel like it's a big machine to promote something else. I don't know. You all get down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about the whole Dwayne Wade situation, Gabrielle Union. Do you agree with them making that boy a girl and, putting it all out there for social media? And then they didn't even talk to the mother about it. How the hell Gabrielle making decisions? Yes, she's his wife, but she ain't that child's biological mother. No, we got to know our place. Okay? I don't care if your name is Gabrielle Union. Know your place. You just a stepmother. Let that boy's mother make, those type of decisions with his father. But I think they excluded the mother. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that.
In the sense of sometimes folks know not really what they do. She not doing it to be mean.
She is, as you sort of seen Oprah and Gayle kind of go after, and I did see that Tony Braxton video you put on your Instagram. I watched that, and I wasn't aware of that, so you actually educated me on that. And you seen Oprah and Gayle, kind of do what they did when it came to Kobe and Russell and Michael, etc. And then I forgot about the Gayle King interview with R. Kelly, which netted her, tens of millions of dollars in that big contract she got.
Okay, so that's what everybody was talking about with the whole R. Kelly thing. Okay, that's what everybody was talking about. Because at first it sounded like people were saying Gayle came for R. Kelly, and I'm looking like, well, hell, somebody got to come for him because his ass was just wrong. And to me, when he did that interview with Gayle, by his reactions, you could tell he was guilty. He was way too emotional. Way too emotional. But see, the thing of it is, Gayle was able to get a really big bag for doing that interview with R. Kelly. Okay? And I think that it's messed up as a whole that the justice system allowed that man to get off all these times. They saying he may get off again. Our court systems are messed up. But yeah, Gayle got that big bag from that R. Kelly interview, and that lets me know the motive and the intention. And it lets me know that, okay, if I come for the black man, if my homegirl Oprah, she come for the black man, we ain't gonna do nothing but get bags off of it. The whole Me Too movement, I just told y'all, is about money. They don't give a damn about them damn women like that. Because they would tell them up front, and I would too, you look a damn fool waiting 20, 30 years to report on something that caused you so much pain. Who does that?
Why do you think that they are incapable of even mentioning the Harvey Weinsteins of the world while they're going down this trail of black people? What's stopping them from being honest about Weinstein the way they claim to want to be honest about everybody else?
What did you just say Gayle got when she did that R. Kelly interview?
Oh, she got tens of millions of dollars. That was right when she signed that $11 million deal. I think she got $11 million.
Now, I'm going to ask you boys, what you think is stopping them from interviewing the ones that sign their paychecks?
Oh, CBS.
What's stopping them?
Oh, I imagine the powers that be. But maybe I figure you can explain the dynamics a little bit better. Because what I gather is that Weinstein was just that guy that everybody wanted to be down with until they didn't want to be down with him anymore. And so it's almost like it's an...
And now they don't really want to talk about him or mention him because he didn't help them in so many ways. So it's like, okay, we'll talk about these black men, but we gonna be mum's the word with Harvey Weinstein. We gonna be quiet when it come to him.
Embarrassment for everybody who was ever affiliated with this guy. And I'd like to get your take on it, as a Hollywood insider, in terms of what you saw that might keep people from speaking honestly about not just Weinstein, but a lot of the debauchery shit that's going on in Hollywood.
Well, I'll tell you what keeps people from speaking. Because we'll snatch your career.
Yep.
We'll take your livelihood. Like when people say, well, why do you think people are fearful? Well, if you watch James Baldwin, and I posted it, and when he said, what happens is when you get the nigga that says, I'm not tolerating it.
Yeah.
Then what that white man says is, we will take that one nigga and we will show all the other niggas what we'll do with this one nigga. So now you other niggas better know your place and you better be fearful because see what we did to that nigga?
Really quickly, you all. In my past, I think I was in my early 20s, I had this job and I had an issue with this lady at the job and, she was making up all these lies on me and stuff. So I began to tell my side of the story. And after I told my side of the story, I felt like, oh, okay, well, I'm just telling what happened, So the boss, he says, well, you know what? Both of y'all fired. How the hell I get fired for just telling my side of the story? Guess what he said? I'm going to make an example out of both of you. So neither one of us would have got fired because this is the thing. The lady is the one that ran and told the bosses and made it this big deal. She should have just kept her hate and disdain for me to herself. But she ran and told the bosses thinking that they was going to mediate the situation. But no, that ain't what they did. They saw two black women and said, oh, y'all got a problem? We'll just, okay. And we don't want to hear about, what happened. We'll just fire you. And that's what he said. We'll make an example out of both of you. And I'm thinking to myself, no, bitch, I'm about to make an example out of you and collect unemployment for over 6 months. And that's what the fuck I did. I don't play that shit. I don't do that. Oh, you go make an example. And it was very easy, you all, to secure that unemployment check because he had nothing. You can't just fire people because they telling you they side of the damn story. And matter of fact, the whole damn company is shut down now on his ass. Got your ass, Mr. Postman.
So I'm that nigga.
Yes, you are, Monique.
We are that nigga. Everybody in the chat, if you are that nigga, say I.
Okay.
We all gonna be that nigga. I love it.
When you are that nigga, but then you have to fight with people that look just like you.
Yep. Preach.
And you're saying, wait, why are you balling your fist up over here? Because you know what I'm saying
is right. True. Right. You
know what I'm saying is correct.
Yep.
But they look back at me with eyes that say, I know what you're saying is true, Monique, but shit, I got a mortgage.
Yep.
I
got kids.
I'm the life I'm living.
Yep.
And when you know about a man, and I speak of him as often as we can, Kurt Flood, who is responsible for free agency in sports.
Yep.
But you never hear that black man's name. And that black man went to his attorney and said, if I raise hell about this, will I ever play again? And his attorney said no.
Yep. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say on this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, Brand New, and I will check you guys out later.